Among the developing countries in the world, India marks itself as one of the fastest growing economies. Though India has shown tremendous growth in all spheres of life in the years after independence, yet many problems plague the everyday social life. Hello everyone, today I, Namrita Pasricha, am here to share my views on the topic contemporary problems of Indian society. Yes, you heard it right. This was the topic of my general studies project, which I recently presented. Being the group leader, I had a lot of responsibility on my shoulders. And then coming across a topic that I had never researched or studied about before, I could estimate that it was going to be nothing less than a challenge for me. But I did not lose hope. I took it as a challenge and started researching about it. It took me a lot of time to understand every aspect of the topic assigned to the group, and slowly I got deeply connected with it. As in, when I got time, I would think and research about the subject. It is a very vast topic, and when I researched about it, I found each aspect of the topic very close to my heart. I started feeling blessed to get a chance to work on such a topic when I understood the depth and the scope of work that can be done with this topic. I arranged group meetings wherein all the members would share their ideas and suggestions, all of which were incorporated in the final presentation. After lots of discussions and debates, the group decided to work on four such problems, that is, social inequalities, poverty, illiteracy, and terrorism. Some of these social problems are age old, while others are of recent origin that have cropped up owing to the change in global socio-political order. Our country must work towards the eradication of these evils in order to truly call ourselves a developed nation. It was a thing that started wandering in my mind. Social inequality is the existence of unequal opportunities and rewards for different social positions or statuses within the group or society. Broadly, its causes can be stated as poverty, unemployment, casteism, and patriarchy. Even though there has been rapid development in India, patriarchy is still deeply woven into the fabric of the patriarchal system, where the head of the family is male. Even though we claim to be living in an egalitarian society, yet social inequalities like gender bias still persist. As we educate ourselves, we realize that it is present everywhere. Our homes, our workplaces, our educational institutions. No place is truly free of this nightmare. An estimated 239,000 girls under the age of 5 die each year in India due to neglect linked to gender discrimination. Although the Constitution of India grants men and women equal rights, gender disparities remain. In order to put an end to this, it becomes even more important for us to raise our voices, to stand up to this prejudice and end this social evil that obstructs us from truly being egalitarian. La Femme is what I could think of as a solution to this problem, which I, as a student, can offer. It is a global platform to inspire admirable women all over the world to become aware of their rights in this society lost in the sea of patriarchy, to encourage women to raise their voices, to change the way our society perceives women. The next topic I worked on was illiteracy. Illiteracy is the quality or condition of being unable to read or write. An illiterate person who cannot read or write is unable to get a skilled job and is forced to take up an unskilled job. This has an impact on his wages, standard of living, and ultimately his ability to provide quality education to his children. Inclusive education is what I had in mind. All over the world, there are innumerable deserving children who are not given enough attention and are overlooked because of their disabilities. According to UNICEF, disability is the single most serious barrier to education across the globe. India has about 12 million children with disabilities, but only 1% of those children have access to quality education. What about the future of the rest 99%? This is despite the existence of a seemingly comprehensive education policy of India, which has provisions to make the Indian education system more inclusive. This is why we need a change. So we made a petition addressed to the Ministry of Human Resource Development demanding reforms in the education system. We demanded that schools do not reject any child with a disability, that new policies should be implementing banning any discrimination against the differently abled, and that the schools must sensitize their students about the problems and hardships faced by their disabled classmates. And this would allow them to appreciate what they have. It will develop mature sensibility and outlook towards the world around them. Next in mind, I had the intention of knowing the opinion of society in regard to such problems. So I conducted a survey and a quiz whose analysis was incorporated in the making of various posters that we made to generate awareness regarding these problems. My group also made an Adobe Spark video, various sways, review of an ad, an analysis of a book highlighting the various social evils prevalent in the society. I linked my project with SDG 2 of UN, Zero Hunger, which aims to end hunger and ensure access to food by all citizens all year round. At the end, I would like to say that socio-cultural issues need our utmost attention today in the 21st century. All our efforts would count. I would like to give a token of my gratitude to our respected chairperson, ma'am, Dr. Mrs. Amita Chauhan, and our beloved principal, ma'am, Mrs. R.D. Chopra, who has been an epitome of excellence and guided me throughout the project. Last but not the least, I would like to quote Edward Everett Hale. I am only one, but I am one. I cannot do everything, but I can do something, and I will not let what I have and what I can do interfere with what I cannot do. Thank you so much.